Hi, I'm Kushla. Today I'm going to be taking you through a glute workout. Just a nice get straight into it, work through the legs. You don't need any equipment for today's session. If you want to, you could use a band though, but I'll teach this without so that if you don't have anything at home, that's okay, you can still come along and join. So we're going to start at the back of our mat. Start by just reaching the arms up overhead, big stretch. And then exhale, chin to chest, scoop through the belly, slowly come all the way down into your forward fold. So here it's not about how flexible you are through the hamstrings, so bend the knees as much as you need. Usually a bend at the knees will help the spine to soften, help to get a bit more range through the lower back. So bend through the knees if that feels good. Shake out the head, release the jaw. And then just walk your hands all the way out, come into your downward facing dog. Taking a little bit of movement through the legs, little pedal side to side. Come down into hands and knees. We're going to take a couple cat-cows. So inhale, we open through the chest, big breath in. Exhale, round through the spine. Couple more, we open through the chest, big breath in. Exhale, round through the spine. We got one more, open through the chest. Exhale to round. And then now find your neutral spine. So you want to find a flat back. So check that your head and your hips are all in one line. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll start by extending that right leg back behind you. Take that leg off the floor, take a breath in, and then breath out. We bring the knee in so that it's underneath our hip, and then inhale, we reach the leg long, back in line with the body. So when we're moving through this leg, we want to make sure our spine doesn't move. So we're staying in that neutral spine. So think of that rib to hip connection, pulling the belly in. So it can be really easy when we straighten the leg to soften the belly and arch through our back. We don't want that. We want to pull it all in so that we're working through the glute and the hamstring. So that little smile line of the booty, you can almost think of giving that booty a little squeeze at the top before you come back in. So straighten, little squeeze, pulling back in. So you've got a few options with your hands. If you have any wrist issues, you're welcome to come down onto your forearms and you can absolutely keep this going there. Otherwise, thinking of spreading the fingers out nice and wide and using your whole hand as a base of support can really help. Okay, next time you straighten that leg, we're going to straighten and then flex the foot, so toes to shins, and then tap the big toe down, lifting back up. We'll tap, lift, tap, lift. Again, making sure that back doesn't arch, really switching on through the hamstring and the glute. You'll be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that leg up nice and high. We bend the knee. So think of the knee as in line with the rest of your body. Heel is up towards the ceiling. We're going to press that heel up, find that little pulse, and then extend out long. So bend, pulse, lengthen, bend, pulse, lengthen. So when you straighten through the leg, we're not thinking of bringing it down. We're thinking of just straightening from the knee joint. So almost thinking of a straightening out on that diagonal, really getting that hamstring switching on. And again, we're working a lot of our core here as well. So core is really needing to fire to protect the lower back. So if you're feeling any back discomfort, it's an indication that you need to pull in a little bit more through that center line. So a little pulse, straighten, bend, pulse, straighten. Good. Hopefully you're really feeling that hamstring already switch on, which is what we want. We're here for 4, 3, 2. Remember to keep that leg nice and high. Got one more. This time when you bend that leg, we're going to keep it bent and pulses up to the ceiling. So imagine you have a red button on the ceiling and you're trying to hit it with your heel. That's the kind of goal that we're working on. Really getting that glute switching on nice and strong. 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Carefully bring it all the way in. Good job, guys. We're going to bring that foot forward. Just straightening through that leg, take that little hamstring stretch. Feel free to take some movement side to side if that feels good for you. Okay, bring that foot to the floor. Then we're going to come up into a lunge. So our standing position. So from here, we're just going to drop that left knee all the way down to the floor and then coming back up, all the way down and rise. So think inhale through the nose as you lower, exhale through the mouth as you come back up. And when I exhale, I think of pulling up through my pelvic floor. So feeling that lift up, pulling into center line. Just keep playing with how far down your knee can go towards the mat. If you're feeling a bit wobbly, that's okay. Take your time to find your setup, your base. Yeah, so inhale down, exhale to rise. Also a good check is to check your front foot. You want to make sure that foot's right underneath your knee, or the heel's underneath the knee. So a good way to check if you're not sure, when you come down, can you still see some toes? And if you can't, you might need to wiggle that foot a little bit further forward. We'll just see how it feels to bring it a little bit further forward. Just play around with it. Okay, we're here for 3, 2. Next time we come down, we're going to stay down there. Reach the arms alongside you, palms face forward. Inhale, lean. Exhale to come back. Inhale, lean. Exhale to come back. So I don't want you to think of anything else moving, just your torso. So shoulders are down and back. Still got that rib to hip connection. And this shape always surprises me, how much just moving your spine changes what you feel through that left quad. You're probably feeling this right glute as well, since we've already woken it up. We're here for 3. So I'm not even thinking of straightening this back leg. Just thinking of moving my spine. 2. 1 more. Okay, this time when you lean forward, we're going to tap that left foot in, reach the arms overhead, and then going long again. So this time, we are keeping that left leg nice and straight as we reach it back. So I'm only thinking of tapping my toes on the floor. Majority of my weight is in this right leg. So see if you can sink down even deeper through your right leg and make those taps even lighter if you can. Yeah, really pulling your belly in. And then your arms, yeah, ideally reaching forward and then coming back. But if that's too much, hands can be at your hips or hands at your chest. I like hands coming forward so that you focus on keeping your weight forward. Because again, we want weight through that right leg, which I'm sure you're really feeling. We're here for 3, for 2. Good, next time you reach, can you take that foot off the floor? Little tap, lift, pull the belly in, no arching through that back. 5, 4, 3, shoulders down and back. 2, 1, good, bring it all the way back in. Whew. Give it a little shake out. Good work, guys. I'm gonna reach the arms up, big breath in. Breath out, slowly coming forward, let it go. Yeah, shake out your head, release your jaw, and then just come all the way down onto your back. So we're gonna come all the way down. We might as well roll down, so sit up nice and tall, and then slowly rolling all the way down. Using your hands at your legs if you need, and then bring your heels nice and close to your sit bones. Take a breath in, breath out, we're gonna roll up. Find your pelvic curl, and then slowly rolling all the way back down. So here I want you to find that articulation through your spine as you roll up and you roll down. So we talk about 2 spinal positions in your Pilates exercises, one being your imprinted, one being your neutral. So in this exercise, you want to feel that you're rolling through those 2 positions. So you're in that imprinted when you're up, you're in that posterior pelvic tilt. And once you've rolled all the way down, you're back into your anterior, you're into that neutral, where you can feel that there's an arch between your lower back and the floor. So yes, this exercise is working your glutes and your hamstrings, but also your core. And also, can you make it mostly about mobility, finding that range of movement through your spine, and almost I like to think of almost moving your bones, which can maybe sound a bit weird, but that's what we're thinking of, just like that range of movement in our body. And then whatever feedback we get given is just letting us know what muscles are having to switch on to either give us support or maybe where there's a bit of tightness or a bit of weakness. Okay, we're going to do one more. We roll up and then slowly rolling back down. Good. This time we're going to do the same thing, but with the turnout position. So you're in your Pilates V, so heels are touched, toes and knees go out. We're going to roll up, find that posterior pelvic tilt. This time we lower down without getting that roll down. So I want you to keep that posterior tuck and then lifting back up. So inhale, we come down, and then exhale to lift up. So this time you don't have to worry about finding that almost wave-like movement through your spine. You can almost think, I'm in the shape I need to be in, and now I just play with lowering my hips down and then driving them back up. Lower down and then driving back up. So just notice how this is feeling without the roll down, and also with your feet in that V shape with the heels squeezed. And then next time we're going to add on. So next time we come up, we're going to squeeze the knees together as much as they can, open out, and then tap back down. So we lift, close, open, tap back down. Yeah, real bang for our buck, lower body workout today. It's a good one when you're just feeling like, man, I just want to work my lower body, but I don't have any equipment. And like, what can I do that's going to be the most effective to just like really get in there? This is going to be the workout for that. Bit of inner thighs with this one too. So you're welcome. We're chucking that in there. Okay, here for 2. Okay, next time you lift up, hold up there. We're just going to close and open, close and open. Make sure that back doesn't arch. Keep that tuck under. So even if you lower the height slightly to get more scoop, it's worth it. And then focus on squeezing those knees in as much as you can, really pulling them into each other. Here for 4, 3, 2, squeeze the knees together, hold, squeeze them as much as you can, in, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly come all the way back down. Nice, good job guys. Okay, we're gonna roll over to one side. I'm gonna come to hands and knees. So I'm just gonna roll over facing the other way. You can do that too if that's easiest, whatever works. And then just start by taking whatever movement you want first. So some cat-cows, some spirals, circles, just kind of wriggling out all that control that we've done previously. And then when you're ready, check that the hands are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll extend that left leg back behind you, taking the foot off the mat, and then pulling it in, and then exhale to send it out long. Pulling in, and then extending long. Yeah, I know this is the other side, but this already feels like it's done it already. To the point where I'm like, is this the other side? It definitely is. But because of that pelvic curl work and this side has been stabilizing a lot, it might already activate a little bit quicker. And it might feel like you've already worked this side, but we haven't. So we're sharing the love. Yeah, so find that extension, little squeeze through the glute, pulling back in, making sure you're in that neutral spinal position, put that rib to hip. Exhale on the effort, so breathing out to extend, breathing in to bring that knee back in. Okay, here for 3, for 2. Next time you straighten, pause, we just tap the foot down, lift it back up. Little tap and lift. Thinking of squeezing through that smile line of the glute. Doing your best to keep everything else nice and stable. Hip bones, keep pointing down towards the mat. So it can be common to spiral outwards. Stay in that parallel position. 3, 2, and 1. Good work. We bend, we hit that target, straighten out on the diagonal. Bend, kick, and then straighten. So make sure when you straighten, you're not drawing down. I know it's so tempting, I'm with you, but you want to extend from where your knee already is. Bending in, press, extend, bend, press, extend. So keep spiraling that left hip down. Yep, even I can notice in myself it's wanting to lift up. So you can just always check. Your hip bones are the bony parts of the pelvis that are in the front. So you can always just bring your hands onto those points every now and then and just check that you're in that form you want to be in. Keep pressing away from your hands, finding that lift up, almost like protraction through that upper back, slight rounding to make sure we don't collapse down. Staying super engaged. Okay, 2. 1 more. We bend, hit that target, that red button on the ceiling. Little pulses up, up, up. Try to keep the knee lifted in line with the rest of the body. You can do it. Keep breathing through it. 8 seconds left on the clock. Keep that rib to hip. No pressure in your lower back. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Bring it in. Oh, bring that foot forward. Take that nice hamstring stretch. Yeah, flow through your breath. Maybe a little wiggle out if you want it. Okay, foot to the floor. And tuck our back toes. And then we're going to lift up, finding our lunge. So you should already be in the setup that you need to be in. And then we rest that knee. Well, we don't rest. We bring that knee down towards the floor. Lift back up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Nice. Be nice to be off your hands. Finding that nice stacked position. So head over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And when that knee comes down, it just goes straight down underneath you. You get nice and close to the floor before you drive back up. Yeah, so shifting the focus with this one. Yes, we're working this left glute, but a lot less hamstrings. Let's go to our hamstrings, get a little bit of a break. Okay, for 2. This next time we lower down just so that knee hover. Arms either side. Turn your palms forward so you're open through the chest. A little lean, coming back up. So I want you to be open through the chest, broad across the collarbones. Again, you're in that neutral spine. So this is where palms facing forward can be nice and helpful. Just to make sure we don't kind of round. We stay nice and open, creating that nice neutral long spine. Okay, 4, 3, really getting this back quad switching on. 1 more. Stay with me, guys. This time when you lean forward, we reach the hands forward, foot taps in, tap it long. So once you've shifted your weight forward and tap that foot in, pretty much you're staying there. This leg moves, the arms move, everything else stays super still. So we're trying not to shift back. When that foot comes back, I want you to keep the weight forward on that left foot. So working our left leg, we stay nice and low. And keep flowing your breath, because that will help you with this. Yeah, we need oxygen, and our muscles definitely do. So breathing helps. Stay nice and bent through that left leg. Oh my gosh, it's getting strong. Here for 3, but we're close, guys. For 2, 1 more. Extend the leg, take it off. Yes, you've got it. Can you do a little tap, lift, tap, lift. Shoulders down and back. Pull the belly in. If you fall over, just start again. You can do it. Little lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the leg up, stay, hold, sink down deeper in that left leg, and then bring it all the way in. Oh my goodness, good job, guys. Definitely bang for your buck. Okay, reach the arms up, big breath in. Find that fold forward, let it go. Yeah, and then come all the way down onto your bum. We'll take a stretch. So, taking a glute stretch. So I'll teach it seated, but I'll show you different variations if you need. Fingertips can point forward, or I've got my fingertips pointing back. Just bring your left ankle above your right thigh. And this should be more than enough. Take that little shift side to side. With seated, doing this shape sitting, you can always bring the bum further back and just see how that feels. I like my bum quite close to my right heel. And then you can always work on walking your hands in and opening through your chest. You can, of course, do this lying down if you need as well. Same shape in the legs, but just lying on your back. But from here, we'll do a twist. So if you are lying down, see if you can sit back up. Tuck your right heel nice and close to your sit bone. Right foot comes to the floor, and then just twisting over towards the left. So you can either press your elbow against your thigh, or you can hug your thigh in, whatever feels best. Nice, we come back in. We'll go straight to the other side. It can be a bit like, what leg are we doing? Right foot. Yeah, lying down if you need to. Fingertips can point forward if you want, but open through your chest. Slow down your breathing. Yeah, and you might notice I'm doing a little wiggle side to side. I like that. You can either be still or just taking some gentle movement. Okay, come into your twist. So this right foot is going to stay tucked in. No, your left foot's going to stay tucked in. Right foot goes to the floor. We twist towards the right. It'll be a bit tricky when you're in that sort of pretzel situation. Just as long as you're doing the other side, you're good. Cool, coming back to center. Well, that's you all done. Hopefully you feel as though you got bang for your buck with your glute work. Any requests for certain workouts, let me know.